There is nothing which is wrong with the country that a new government cannot fix. It is time for a new start, a fresh beginning, new direction, people-centered leadership. That's why Team Unity Dominica introduces the Clean Slate, a new political direction for the current political era. The Clean Slate, an idea built on new and progressive energies based on what is best for Dominica and Dominicans. The Clean Slate, the platform for a new and progressive political coalition. The Clean Slate, uniting the partisan colors with a message of renewal and hope.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Petra. Good evening to the viewers of the Team Unity Clean Slate program. In the background here,
Good evening.
Petra, I still in a cultural mood, you know. I still in an independence mood.
Yes,
I'm
boy.
Dominican and hot, and I also want to big up again Mr. Rich for making that song. And of course, featuring the greatness of the legendary Chubby of the Midnight Groovers. We'd like to see that he married the old with the new. So in order to get the youth a little more involved in our music. Sorry. Yeah, but tonight, folks, good night to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're here every Tuesday evening from 8 p.m. Right here on our Team Unity platform. And tonight we will be reintroducing to you the Clean Slate program, the Clean Slate. But before we go for the petrol, how's your weekend? How's things been going for you?
Oh, things are okay. Things are good. Yesterday was a holiday in the heck of my hood, but back at work today, doing what I do best.
Mm-hmm.
But it was all good. So I guess you had a good weekend as well.
Yes, the weekend was kind of quiet. I spent it doing work. Had to spend it in the books. Of course, I had some other work doing as well. So yes, I was pretty active over the weekend. Pretty active. I mean, we had some nice weather, so no reason for me to go out. I had to spend it in doing the work, and of course, I continue to do the work of the people. I go about. I mean, Petra. You may know I'm not a person that enjoys taking photos of myself and posting it and making a big show of it. But like Alex and others always say, even you yourself, Carlos, the people need to see you
In
doing the
action,
work
man.
of the
Yes,
people.
man.
So, but folks, don't fret. Carlos is on the ground. I'm meeting with people of my constituency, and and of course the general populace of Dominicans, both here and interacting with those abroad as well.
Yeah, in the diaspora.
Yes, very important people. They are part of our tourism product, Petra. Are you aware of that?
Yes, and our foreign exchange as well.
Correct. Correct. So we always love and appreciate our diaspora. We want them to take part in what Dominica and what is uniquely Dominican because they are Dominicans.
Yeah, and they are the ones who can bring our products out there and showcase our products out to the outside world. So we really need them in our trade as well.
Yes, yes, we have to embrace our diaspora. But yes, in this program, we would like to inform the people of Dominica, both here and abroad, our Clean Slate program. We discuss ideas, we promote people, we present solutions, we offer alternatives, We build bridges and we of course promote unity. We embrace our island's culture. And Petra, one of the things that people stress they don't understand what is team unity's color. Of course, the predominant color is yellow, but we
Yes,
also embrace fully the colors of our national flag. We wrap
yeah,
ourselves in the national flag. You see how one of the politicians that he used to, well, I don't want to be like him, but he used to like to run and hug their national flag in his country during the election campaign. You remember you remember that, Petra? Yes, and you
mm,
see, I'm right here. I have to
right here.
I'm right. Have to have my flag. Of
It's
course,
making me feel bad now because
no,
I don't
no,
have my flag in the background.
no. You will have yours. Don't worry. Of course, we embrace our island's culture and we offer real hope. We offer real hope, and we celebrate our island's
Yeah,
heritage.
that's right.
We inspire growth, and you are a person that if for the people who not keeping their eyes on you, folks, you need to keep your eyes on Petra Carbon Judge. This young lady there is somebody who will move Dominica, especially in terms of our agricultural sector.
Agriculture.
And she's
Yep.
not doing it with mouth and words. She is actually starting to do exactly what we're talking about. Petra, you may want to touch on that. Um, and as I mentioned earlier, we represent the colors of Dominica's
Dominican
national.
national flag.
Yes, and everybody should know. I mean, from primary school, they teach you what each color means and symbolizes. So this is what team unity is all about. We want to bring back the love, the vibe, the energies that we have lost from Dominica.
Yeah, especially the love. I think when we lost the compassion for each other, we just lost our whole community at least. So that is our main focus to bring the people together. It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to fight
That's
and
true.
to it's okay to disagree. You can agree and disagree with your friend and all the time. And why can't we do it in our political arena? Why we have to be mad and vindictive to somebody else that's not agreeing with our party? And we are people centered. We care for the people of the country and not just a color or party. So that's what Team Unity stands for, the people.
Sorry, and we also promote sustainable existence. That Petra, I think you need to touch on that as well.
Yes, we will. When we dive into it, we just giving out the main points, and then we will take our time and go into it one by one by one
We
for
are
the
also
people.
we are also guided by God's words.
And that is very, very important. I think everybody should have a foundation, and so should have a foundation, and so our foundation is on God's word. We believe in keeping God's word at the center of everything. It keep us centered. So it's very, very important. It's something that will guide you because the word of God is filled with love and love for each other, love for God. So
So for the people who want to know who is Team Unity, who is TUD, what would you tell them, Petra?
well, I would tell them TUD is a voice of reason. We believe in people's progress. We stand for unity. We believe in unity and we believe that people need to work together. And in working together, we can achieve better. So this is who we are. We are working for our country. We are working to help everybody have that better life that they dream about. And so that's what TUD stands for in a
And, and
nutshell.
And when Petra says we stand for unity, we believe that people should work together. When we work together, we achieve better. We're talking about real unity, not just unity in words, but unity in purpose, unity
That's
in
right.
actions. Not the unity that we see when we call for unity, and persons don't answer, and persons pretend that they didn't see, and or they don't want to hear it, and all of a sudden is a new word now, the new
Yeah.
powerful word that everybody wants to use now. But we stand for the real unity in actions and not just in words and deeds.
Yeah. Even in the Bible, like we say, we stand on God's word. It says, don't do it. You don't say it, but you have to do it. You understand? Don't just be say her telling people, oh, you live in unity, and you as a human being, you're not unified with anybody else. No, you lead by example. So team unity, we lead by example. We accept everybody as long as you have the same focus and the same goal. And our main goal is to ensure that Dominica moves to the next level. And anybody who wants to come on board to achieve that goal, we welcome them because we know that unity there is strength. And once a cord is united, it's very hard to be broken. So
The chain has to be bound together, and we all pull in the same direction to help Dominica move from the depth of misery that we're in there up to the higher place that we all desire to bring Dominica to.
and we have so much ideas to discuss, with the people. As we said in our main points, we discuss ideas. We are not here to just and we present solutions. So as we discuss our ideas, we look for solutions as well, through our ideas to help the people in Dominica. We believe that once we see a problem, we don't only highlight the problem, but we go to the drawing board and we sit and we say, how can we solve the problem? How can we help the people to overcome that problem? So when we discuss in our ideas, this is our main reason for doing so, and that's why we come Tuesday after Tuesday to ensure that we educate the people on ways that we can improve Dominica. At the end of the day, it's their choice. We are not forcing anybody, and we don't hate anybody, whether they choose to vote for us or not. That's their own personal choice. But we are here to provide the solution, and we expect the people to go and do their homework and see if the solution is something that that is worth fighting for. And if the solution is worth fighting for, then we ask the people to go out and vote for us. Let us give us that opportunity to represent you on a larger scale, and then you can see, and you'll be able to see the progress and see Dominica moving forward.
Folks, theory is also a force that coalesces all ideas into a workable and winning plan. What do you understand by that, Petra?
So when we take the ideas, when we put all the ideas together, we come up with a plan that works, a plan that will move us into the right direction to improve our economy, for one, and to improve our livelihood, give us that spending power that we have lost. You know, I speak to people all the time from Dominica, and one of the things that they really concerned about is the lack of spending power, that they cannot go out as they used to buy what they want and eat what they want and bring their families out to a week. Yes, we hear about every weekend there's a feast, or how they call it in Dominica,
A CO.
CO. There's a CO, but the family in itself, the entire family cannot go out to have an outing and have a proper meal in an environment that is conducive to them. So when we that force that bring all the ideas together for a working plan to ensure that whatever plan we put out there will be able to help a family, help the citizens of Dominica, the shareholders of Dominica.
But Petra, are you aware that irrespective of the fact that Dominica is a place that has a lot of CO, a lot of action, a lot of feasts, a lot of festival, lately there haven't been much, really, really and truly. I mean, yes, we just came out from the independent season where we had heightened activity, but back in the day when you used to have you hear of a band going to play in Pilit Savan, Pilit Soufriere, Collie Who, that band going to do something in Vegas, Marigot, or we're going to do a play in Marigot. I remember when Carissa used to do those plays in Marigot, The-
Oh,
in in that, well, what is building owned by Lovett Charles, well, deceased Lovett Charles.
okay.
That big building there, they used to have a lot of plays and activity. Those things used to happen on a regular basis. Even our general secretary, even
Mm.
Mr. Bruno, used
Yes,
to
yes, I remember.
used to have a lot of plays regularly. I'm assuming he did one a year. And Arawak used
And even
to,
our British cinema in Portsmouth too.
voila,
Yes,
voila.
yes, I remember in my young days, my teenage days.
There was so much activity. So CO has always been part of our culture. It has always been part of our culture. But the way we used to have activities on a regular, it's not there anymore. So a boat came off season, off schedule. Sorry, I should say that. It was not planned to be in Dominica, but it came there on short
Mm.
notice. And the guys, the tourists were on the bayfront playing cards.
Well, that's good.
No, that's not good. They're not spending any money when they're playing cards. The-
Well,
the-
they could be playing cards and spending money. We have to think of a way to get them to spend money while they're playing cards.
but the point I'm trying to make is there is nothing structured going on in the country right now. Nothing
No.
that we can talk about. I mean, yes, they can pass on a bus and go to Trafalgar Falls and Emerald Pool, and so on. But there's so many problems right now. The Cambridge cruise ship booth. A couple of days ago, a cruise ship was docked in Portsmouth, and
Oh
the
wow.
and and the passengers had to disembark at Purple Turtle. Do you know why that is, Petra?
Ah,
They had to disembark not at the Cambridge cruise ship booth. They had to take the dinghy and go across to the little jetty in Purple Turtle,
oh wow.
because the boat, the jetty, the jetty is damaged. I'm saying,
Oh,
Dominicans, in the next general election, put Team Unity there. People of Portsmouth, we will have a candidate for you. Vote for that candidate and let us fix that port and put it back properly.
we have
Let
so much of a well-structured natural site down there. I mean, we have to maximize on what God give us. I mean, you know how long Portsmouth have been calling for the development of the North? You know how long? Since I was in my teenage years, and I in my 40s now, like that is like 30 years in my own time, 30 years in my time, and that have been before my time.
No, 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 Petra. I am very happy that we are building an international airport. But as you know, I'm in the equipment sector. I
Yeah.
I am in that sector, and I talk to the guys who are also who have been there before me, working in the sector, and it pains me greatly that we have to demonstrate to get a little work in our country.
Wow. Yeah, it's really
Right now,
crazy.
we
You
build,
have to go
we,
extreme, eh?
we building the biggest infrastructural development projects right now that we will ever see. Since for the 40 years since you have been alive, Petra, this period is now the time that the most money is being spent in Dominica. And we cannot feel the effects of that
Yeah,
money being spent on the ground. We cannot
it is
feel that.
something. People like to say we speak about overseas all the time, but we are not speaking about overseas to bring our country down. We are just trying to use your reference to if it can happen in one place, it can happen in our country. And in St. Croix, when I came, the people had that same. They told me when the refinery was there, they had a lot of money being circulated in the local economy. And for the first 2 years that I was there, you could see the vibrance of the community. Like it had that in the afternoon, there were like more than 200 persons, foreigners that were working in the oil refinery. And when these people left the refinery and they went out, they spend, and people were happy. Gas stations were happy because that's the extra 200 vehicles. Some came with their family, so sometimes their family have another vehicle as well. And the gas station in the close proximity of the refinery, they were very happy because you see, monies was people had spending power and things was happening. And so the same thing we should be seeing an effect, same effect happening in Dominica with this big infrastructure where our people are working, they can maintain their family properly. Our truck drivers have job. People don't understand it is a domino effect to that. If our people are working, then they spend in the local shops and they spend in the local bars and they spend in the supermarkets. And because they are working, so they're not really on a tight budget because they have more flexibility on the spending power. And so when we don't take care of our own in big projects like that, what we are doing to our people, we are preventing them from growing or building generation wealth because they can leave nothing for their children. If that's why I will always go back to agriculture because when we speak like to people like Mr. Louis, and he will tell you all the time, like, I am not educated. I cannot even write my name. I don't know sometimes if my name there, if it's not there, I mean, in his joking form. But he'll tell you when it comes to monies, in the time when agriculture was the blooming industry in Dominica, and we could still bring it back to those days because one of the things I realized in this world after doing a survey is that people must eat. People must eat every day, and we can bring these things back together. And it's so shameful that we have in that big project, and then our people in Dominica are not feeling, no, they're not getting anything from it that they can put aside and say, hey, I make $30,000 while in 3 months while this project was happening, and put it aside and say, hey, let me leave that aside for investment or leave that for my child for college or leave that. We're not seeing that. We're not hearing the people. Even one of these days, I mean, the truckers were on the road looking for a little increase and a little um what is crumbs from the project. This is crazy, and it's happening right in our country.
Petra, Petra. Problem, our people are not getting work. Community is here to offer a solution. On day one, we will ensure once we look at all the way that all projects are being run and everything is being done above board and proper, we will ensure that with on our review with the contractors, that they understand that our people come first. I'm sorry to our Chinese friends, we love and respect you, but even you would understand and respect that Dominica needs to be treated first. Dominica and its citizens need to be treated first and fairly. We thank you for what you are doing, and we embrace the technologies that you bring into Dominica. but we want you to work with us. So we're able
We
to
want you to
teach the
incorporate
people,
our people.
so you can
Yes, we
teach
have to
people
incorporate our people.
of these great technologies that you have to offer, right? And allow us to be able to develop our country even better.
I think
So
with the person, I'm not sure of the MOU. I'm not sure of the terms and condition of the contract. So I cannot sit there and say off my head that this is what that happened or this is what that don't happen. But based on what I am seeing, I could tell somebody that we were not, our Dominican population was not, we did not, well, not we, the people who did the contract did not think to incorporate anything for the people. Because had we sit and say, hey guys, this is a big project. We know you guys have the best technology so far in the world based on everything else. But in order for you to do this project, you need to employ at least 60% of our truck
our
drivers daily
our
basis.
Dominican our Dominican workforce.
60%. And you 40% you could do as you please, you could bring your people, you could bring, but 60% has to be from our local workforce in Dominica, so that our people could enjoy the benefits of these billions of dollars being spent to make it airports, and they themselves could benefit from it. And it's really something. And I'm not sure, I'm not here to blame anybody. As I say, we don't know the MOU. We cannot say what's in there. But from the evidence that looking in and watching the evidence of what we could say that it don't look like the people were thought about. And this is one thing that Team Unity will make sure, as Brother Carlos said, we will ensure that big projects, even if we get in outside contractors in the bidding to win the bid, that's okay. But we have to have a stipulation about the amount of our local people that has to be part of that workforce.
And the hurtful thing about it is we are boasting that this is money that belongs to the sovereign Dominica.
Yeah,
Dominica blood that is shed for these monies that are on these projects. We have to incorporate our Dominicans in those projects. This is why we believe that Dominica needs better than the incumbent. This is why
definitely,
we believe that. And we believe
definitely.
that with our team, we can offer that hope that Dominicans are looking for.
Yes, we can.
We are,
We believe in that. We
and
also believe that.
we are here to lead where our people desire for us to go. And right
Yes,
now,
we have
Dominicans are
to listen to
asking,
the voice
and
of the
Dominicans
people.
are asking for something new right now.
Yes, we hear the voice of the people. We have decided to step up and we have decided to represent our people and to bring our people in the right direction. We know we believe in the good of our people. We believe in the good. We know for a fact that we have educated people, we have talented people, we have resilient people, we have the set of people that disciplined people. If everywhere you travel in the world and you go to a workplace and you will hear the people saying these people are not from the territory. Even me when I go to work and they will say, oh, you're not from here. I say, why would you say that? They say people from here would never take up a broom and sweep because they would say that's the cleanest job. They said we are so disciplined and we are so, we have that way about us. I tell them that is our culture. Where we're from, that's our culture. We have that. We are just bright, educated people, and all we need is a good group of people to govern and to lead us in the right direction. And that's where TUD comes in.
Our
That's
symbol,
comes in.
our symbol, our symbol is the fork, the eating utensil, the fourchette.
Yeah.
It symbolizes the journey towards Dominica's growing economy, the growth that we want to inject into Dominica's economy through the fork, the eating utensil, with
Yes.
agriculture as the basis of that success that we are looking for. Agriculture, the bedrock, and Petro, that again is your baby.
Listen, I follow all the agriculture, the country's agriculture ministries, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Grenada. You know, I follow to see how we can use some of the ideas and the initiative that they use, and to make our country a better place. And you know, if you watch today, somebody will look on Facebook, they'll see that I reposted something that St. Lucia is now, they have started their shipping to Canada, but now they add other products, other local produce to their shipping to Canada. And I was so saddened because I said, this could be us. This could be us shipping to the US through Florida, because we have so many Dominicans out there in Florida. Do you know that we, as a team of people living out there, if we work together with our diasporans in the US, that we can build so much of a great team in agriculture, where we have the people over there who have the stores, who have the little businesses, who will buy from us, and have that. Instead we fight one another, we could literally work together and bring Dominica to a next level. We have tropical going every week, tropical coming in and leaving Dominica every week. We could use tropical.
And
We,
geese, and
and
geese,
yeah,
and geese,
and and King Ocean, I think. I'm not sure if King Ocean is the one.
ocean does as well. Yes.
So even if we don't have our own vessel, but there are ways that we can get our product, and this is one of the things that I will be fighting for my people. I believe that as a people, with all these monies that we have collected and that should be in treasury, we should use this money to do that, a diaspora initiative where fundings can be made available for our local Dominican people who want to invest in agriculture over there, but will not be able to get the monies over there. They can come to Dominica and we could make things happen. Can you imagine us shipping 3 or 4 40-foot containers to the US every week? Use the imagination. Let us use the imagination they ask
It
us
is
to use.
possible.
Let us
It is
imagine
possible because
shipping.
we used to do much more than that before. We
Yes,
used to do much
but
more
I'm
than
just
that.
saying, like we could just do it starting off, and just imagine one, three, four 40-foot containers leaving Dominica every week to go to the US with our local produce.
No,
Every state we go in, people say, your produce is the best. The taste. We have the best produce on the market. I mean, I am not saying other people don't have good products, but I'm saying Dominica have the best, because everywhere I go, people say, Dominica, boy, we miss the dashing in Florida. We remember when we used to get that dashing. We remember when we used to get the plantain. Boy, best provision we had. And I'm like, what happened? And they say, I don't know, like it just stopped coming in. Is there any way that you all can start having these products come back to the US? And I say,
this
oh
is
yeah.
why you are. This is why you are here. This is why.
Exactly. I tell them this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm working on for 2025, that we could have our products on the shelves in the US. And I say I will start by with myself. I will invest for myself and have our products there. And while this is happening, I will keep encouraging Dominicans to go back to the soil. We need to go back to the soil and we need to start planting, because we cannot go asking people to buy and we have nothing to sell, you know. We have to work as a team. Yes, I can go out there and speak on our behalf and get the contacts, but when we get the contacts, we're supposed to be able to fulfill that as well. So I need our Dominican people to go back to the soil. Like I tell people, if you're in the diaspora and you have empty lots in Dominica, farming land, um, get back to Dominica. Put somebody, a young farmer there, let him cultivate the land. Let's start doing things for ourselves. If nobody is willing, but I am willing, I am willing. I am willing to work with our farmers. I am willing to work with our people. I am willing to work with the people in the diaspora as well. in the Florida and New York and Texas. I am willing, and I
Because
know it will
I'm a
happen.
I'm a computer guy. I'm a desk and chair person, but I have no issues in getting my hands dirty. I have
Exactly.
I have planted my stuff, and I have stood up in Roseau and
I see
sell
you
my
had your cabbage not so long ago, selling your little cabbages that you planted.
correct, correct, and all natural, no fertilizer. So I'm right now I'm trying to clean up the place to get ready for planting more crops very soon. So hopefully in the next couple months I'll be ready to ship produce out to Petra and to the greater mainland.
Yeah, and I mean there are lots of people. There are lots of people who are willing to go out there and make the hustle to sell our products for us. We the hucksters that go to St. Martin every week, and the hucksters that go to St. Kitts.
Stick up in that. You should be fully aware that the port in Portsmouth right now is just as busy with boats and vessels to ship produce to the other neighboring islands, just as busy as compared to way back when. As a matter of fact, they all know so a vessel is loading. We've
Today's
been
what
limited.
Tuesday.
We've been
Adike.
yes. It's
Yes,
loading.
Adike goes to Totola. That's the last time I used the vessel to get the cargo to Totola for me, so that and then pick it up from Totola to St. Croix. So I mean, like it can happen. Like every other week, Adike is going to Totola, and there are hucksters who are pushing our products on the market.
And right now, as we speak, a businessman is bringing in a new vessel into Portsmouth, a very big vessel into Portsmouth.
Wow.
Right? So the opportunities are there to ship produce to the neighboring islands. The
It just needs
only
to be
issue,
structured properly, and we have to work as a team. The people have to work as a team. We have to come together. And right now, we have this young man also in Portsmouth, RI Shipping and Logistics. This gentleman and I have been working together, and he's so much of a great guy. And what he wants to do is incorporate all the boat people and bring together so that we can have a schedule, like so that everybody can maximize on their trip. So we don't have four boats going to St. Martin at the same time.
okay.
So we have people who are really willing and able to do these type of things. But
Mhm.
we have to do it as a team. We have to learn to work together. One of the things I realize is that people don't like to work with each other in Dominica. I'm not saying that to spite anybody. I'm just speaking the truth. I am somebody too. Sometimes I reach out to other people, and the response that you get, they're not willing to work with you, because everybody's saying is me, I working for me, I doing this for me. For us to be successful, we must be united. For us to become successful as a people, we must be united and willing to work with each other, because we all have skills, we all have strengths, and we all have weaknesses, and we need to capitalize on each other's strengths to work together. And that's where team unity come in. That's why we telling the people, uh, next election, if not vote for nothing else but vote for your children future. Vote a
And,
people that will look for your children future to ensure that your children have a better economical future.
and put your ex by the fork.
That's where you need to put your eggs, right by the fork. Just remember you're going to eat.
So all truckers, all farmers,
All
community,
nurses, we calling on
nurses,
you guys.
the young people who are crying, we need something different. We're ready. We fed up all those fellas. And this is why part of our mantra is that we believe a new cadre of politicians are needed. We need
And
fearless and
that's right.
selfless leaders.
That's
Emphasis
right.
on the emphasis on the word
Fearless
selfless
and
and
selfless.
selfless.
leaders. We need people who are people centered first, are willing to work for the people and with the people, not for themselves, but for the people first and with the people. And so we call in that we extending our voices and our hands and our hearts to all Dominicans. So if you know somebody that is fearless and selfless, and you know that person can move your community, contact us, work together. Let us work together because we really need a new set of people to come on board to move Dominica in a positive direction.
Yeah, so we have been part of this journey for the better part of 2 years. We took part in
In the
an
general election,
election, and yeah, we believe that we are ready for the task at hand. This is why we took our little sabbatical earlier this year. We went back in, we retooled, we did our training, we spent time studying what's going on in Dominica, we look at what's going on around the Caribbean and the and greater field, and we're presenting our slogan for the next general election, the clean slate.
the clean slate.
Everything brand new, a different set of people to lead the country in the direction that Dominicans are asking for it to go. And with that in mind, we just want to say that we are ready for the task, the high tasks that are involved in working for the country. And with that in
And
mind, we are building a team of
of winning candidates.
winning candidates all around the island. So
Team
yes, we
Unity
are,
is ready for that challenge. So if you are ready as well, join Team Unity and let us be ready together.
because we are up to the task.
We are up to the task. We believe that we can make the difference for the Dominicans in Dominica with our people, both in Dominica and our diasporan people.
Yeah, that our diaspora, we're not forgetting you, you know.
No, we have big plans for our diaspora because we need them. We need them to showcase our produce for us, our products, so we can
and
leave them behind. We need them to be part of us.
and I'm not just saying that in words. I'm saying that indeed, and we are showing that in deeds because we know our diaspora love our their Dominican products, and that is why we're starting this effort, which is why Petro has started this shipping business, and we all working together with her on that mission. So let's get the Dominican produce ready to be shipped to Dominica. Contact Petra. She will give you the list of products that she focuses on for the shipping. She will give you those things and she will tell you when she's. I believe how often do you ship, Petra?
Well, for now, for St. Croix, I do once a month because the community is really small. So we do
Hmm.
once a month for now. But we're hoping to increase. The cost of transportation is very high because we're using the plane. So it's kind of high. So we're looking for a cheaper alternative where we could increase um, our products, our shipping our products every 2 weeks instead of waiting for 1 week. Because the supermarket, the supermarkets with the dashings from last month finished like 2 weeks ago. And they
Oh wow.
called me and they said, "Hey, when is the next shipment?" So I said, "Our next shipment is on November 26th." And they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, once it's before Thanksgiving, it's great. Thanksgiving is a season where people come out to buy their stuff. Ensure that we get our stuff." I say, "Yeah, you guys will get your stuff." And every 2 weeks they want the products, but because of the high cost for shipping, it cannot be done. So even this we need to invest in. Like if Ed Bank could give me the loan to buy the aircraft, we could get it going. We have Dominicans who are pilots. We can employ our people. We have Dominicans who are pilots. We have Dominicans who are captains all over the world. I mean, we can bring in our people and we can work with our people and get our products where we want to go, because we have to import all it. We have to have people. We have to use other companies all the time. Um, Amerijet is not coming to Dominica anymore. I reached out to the Amerijet office and I asked them what's the reason for not coming to Dominica and if they feel they'll be coming to Dominica in the near future. And the lady told me, well, they just had a meeting and Dominica was not in 2025. And I was like, I asked her why. She told me, well, she don't know the exact reason, but she could check up for me and get back to me. I mean, if we had ready transportation to ship directly to to the US, it would be so much better for us. Amerijet goes to St. Kitts and they go to St. Martin. The young lady told me if I want to ship with them, I would have to transport all goods to St. Kitts or transport it to St. Martin in order to ship with them. Can you believe? Our perishables, our perishables, because things like peppers and cucumbers, you don't want them staying so long in there because it takes 9 days with tropical and or 7 to 9 days with tropical, give or take the weather conditions, for our products to when it leaves Dominica to reach to Florida. So there are some products that you cannot send on sea using the sea vessels because it takes too much time to reach to Florida. So some of the products you really want them to reach in the same day or at least the day after picking from the soil. And so we don't even have that in Dominica. We don't have access to that traffic. So in order for us to get that going, we have to go to St. Kitts to get it done. So if you leave Dominica on a Sunday, the cargo leave on a Sunday, the boat reach St. Kitts on Monday, you will have to wait 2 days to get Amerijet. Again, it's going to be 4 days before the cargo goes reach to Florida. So as a government, we'll be putting things in place. We'll not be just be speaking about it. We'll be putting things in place to ensure that our goods can reach on the market as fast and as fresh as possible to extend
And
the shelf life.
I don't believe we have to wait for the international airport to complete before we can do that. I don't believe
No, no,
so.
no. I don't
There
believe
are
so
ways,
either.
there are ways that it can happen, and if we explore those various methods, we can start making our Dominicans make money now, because that's what Dominicans. We want to make money now. We don't want to wait for
Exactly.
when you're ready. We ready now. We are ready right now. So,
Yep, we are ready for
so,
the challenge right now.
so since in the diaspora, Dominicans in the diaspora have been reaching out to me and saying, boy, um, I would like to get some fish from Dominica because the tuna they sell up here and the tuna from Dominica, that's two different tuna. And the taste is just different. If I could just get that here, that fish would make a lot of money. That fish would be very valuable if it was available for us to buy and eat and be able to cook up here in the US. There are ways for it to happen.
Exactly. And this is some of the things that we work on.
And these are some of the things that we have started exploring and looking at, so we can get things going for them. For now, as as we are an opposition party, we're not in office. There's only so much that we can do. um Petra is doing what she can in terms of the agriculture. And we intend to see how best we can grow it. So in the future, when we get into office, hopefully in the next general election, after that time, we intend to go full speed ahead in getting Dominicans to make money. Now, you have land, you have acres of land, cultivate the land. Look at short-term crops and long-term crops. Let's look at exporting those crops all over the Caribbean and Greater Field. And let's get
Yes,
the money coming back to
we'll work with
Dominica.
our farmers. Obviously, there will be rules and regulation. You have to be a registered farmer to get the duty free and all that. But this is just things that we can work with our people on. And so bringing in the fertilizers and the inputs that the farmers need and not having the inputs are so costly for the farmers too as well. So we're not telling the farmers go and plant and leave them on their own. We will also be helping the farmers in getting their inputs, getting their seedlings, to ensure that they have a all year round cultivation of crops. Because one thing I realized is that we plant seasonal in Dominica, and when you go to the international market, the international market needs your commitment on a all year commitment. So you cannot be seasonal with them. So we have to figure out a way to have our crops all year round. So we have to educate our farmers as well. We work with our extension officers. They know best because they're on the ground. They probably have tested the soils, know which areas are best during what time of the year in Dominica. So we will work closely with the people that are already on the ground. We're not coming to do our own thing. We're coming to work with the people to ensure that our products reach as far as possible in the international um, markets as
Petra,
well.
do you remember when um, bananas was king in Dominica? And at the time that it was on its downturn, do you remember what the deceased Prime Minister Dave Mary Jr. Charles said to Dominicans?
No.
Diversify, Mr. Farmer. Diversify. This is the mantra that should be followed moving forward. Because
Yeah,
you don't want to only depend on bananas and a hurricane come and throw down
exactly.
everything, and you don't have anything to fall back on.
In the ground
You have,
crops as well.
so you have to focus on intercropping. You
Yeah,
have,
definitely.
and I would like to thank the person who commented. That's Oat Sheng's later, who commented on the thing. Thank you for viewing, and we look forward to you viewing once again. We're here every Tuesday from 8 p.m. Petra, look at the time.
Oh, time flies when you're having fun.
We're having fun. Yeah, and we haven't even gone through a lot of the stuff that we have to present to the people. Let's continue.
So
A
we
vote,
will tell people.
a vote for TUD, folks. A vote for TUD at the next Dominica general elections is a vote for you, your daughter, the every young person, the trucker, the 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 the,
Yes,
the,
the
the
teacher.
person the person doing their little manufacturing, because
Yes,
we want
agro-processors.
you to, we want you to grow from just being your little cocoa thing and look into doing value added products. So
That's right.
not just exporting or plantains overseas, but make plantain chips.
Yes,
Make sure it's industry standard. Make sure your
yep.
labeling is done properly. Make sure you can put it on a shelf in on
In
Walmarts.
Florida, in Miami, in Texas, New
In
York.
New York. A vote for TUD is a vote for your children, to make sure that you have proper education. Make sure we bring back the youth skills
Skills.
program.
That's right. That's right.
A lot of the big men and women in Dominica passed through the youth skills program
That's true.
when it was king back
Adult under adult education, or
we
what part it was? TEDVOC. It was TEDVOC.
technical vocational program.
Yes.
A vote for TUD is for wealth. We want
Yes. Generation
Dominicans,
wealth building.
we want Dominicans to be wealthy.
We want the Commonwealth. You see, it's right in our name. We want Commonwealth where everybody can have wealth, part of the wealth. We don't want
We want it to
shared
be
wealth.
common. We want it to
Commonwealth.
be common. We don't want it to be one man. We want it to be common for
Yeah, we don't want
everybody.
preferred shares and common shares. We want all common shares. Everybody eating from the same table.
A vote for TUD is for hope. Hope for your future.
Yep,
And
hope for your children's future.
Petra, Dominicans need to remember that we were the only party with a manifesto in the last general elections. We have a plan. We presented our plan for Dominicans. We
Do you
had
think
a
we should
list,
present the plans to the people again?
but of course, by all
We should give
means,
them a refresher. Let them go through the plan so that they could see.
we were the only opposition party to this to secure votes in the last general election. We honor the only 400 votes that we received without campaigning, and we ask the Father, the Heavenly Father, to multiply our blessings because He knows we're genuine, and multiply those blessings the next time around that we have a general elections. This is why Dominicans, we are building our team. This is why we will be presenting a solid team ready to take on the challenge
Mandate
of
of
moving
the
Dominica
people.
forward.
And we ask the general public to join us. And remember, let your vote be your voice. We are not asking you to compromise yourself. We know how it is in the wealth now. We know how it is in the country. We know victimization is on a high. We know persecution is on a high. We don't want you to expose yourself to this negativity. But we are telling you, the next time general election comes around in Dominica, all we need you to do is go to the ballot box, choose the fork, and vote for TUD. Let your voice be heard with your votes. Let your voice be heard with your vote. You don't have no long talking. You know this song that says no long talking? We don't want no long talking. We just need you to go in there, put an X by the fork, and to ensure that capable people can come to lead you and bring you to the right direction and give you what you've been waiting for, what you've been asking for.
You don't even have to go and hide in a box to go and put it. Put it in front of them. Put your X by the fork and give them back the paper. Put it in a box in front of you, so you know your vote will be counted. Let's move Dominica forward. We're tired of this
Yes.
political stalemate, and we're tired of things moving in left and right. And we don't want left and right. We want forward, 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 forward. And
So
and
even
and
if I know some people say, oh, they know, even if election is called in December, the earlier the better. It gives us a earlier time to start the growth process. So if it's been called in December, happy for us. That means we have an earlier start to put the program forward, which means it's a closer for you to develop that wealth that we've been talking about. So we
oh
just encourage Dominicans to vote.
and
Remember, you are the
before we
shareholder
forget,
of your country.
yes, you're a shareholder of your country, and in order that you emphasize your right as a shareholder of your country,
You
young
need to vote.
people, I need to implore you, I need to ask you, I need to request of you, go and get registered. Find out
Yes.
where, find out where your registering officer is. Find out who
And
your
get
registering officer
registered
is.
now.
And if you don't know, reach
Ask
out to
somebody.
us. Reach out to us. Tell us where your constituency is, and we will help you get registered. Get
But by
registered.
all means, register and vote like your life depends on it.
You want you tired and every day the young people when I go on the blocks when I go in socializing in different places, everybody is crying. We fed up, we fed up, we fed up. Go and get registered. And when election come,
Take part in your company well-being. Remember, you are the
if, if,
shareholder. You determine who you want to run your company. And so if you're not satisfied with your CEO of your company, you can fire your CEO and you can put in new CEO. It's
and
on
if you
you.
put in the new CEO and the new
If you
CEO
still
is
not
not
performing,
doing,
the next
you fire
election, do the
you
same
fire
thing.
that
Get them
CEO.
out and put somebody else
It could be me,
because
it
you
could
are
be
in
any one
control.
of us. If I'm not performing, take me out there.
That's
Take me
right.
out.
So
Carlos,
that's why we're telling the
you're
people
not
go
doing
out and vote.
what you want us to do, what you tell us you're going to do. You go there and it's nonsense you're doing. You have to go on sub. Go on the bench. Go on the bench.
Yeah.
I just have to put my tail in my legs and say no problem. But for now, myself, Petra, and the rest of our team who are behind us ask that you work with us and get ready to put Team Unity in government at the next general election.
And remember to follow us. Remember to like our page on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And remember to share with your friends. We don't want you to be selfish. We want you to be a sharing, caring generation. So share with your friends. Let them watch the live. Encourage them to watch with you and sit together and determine if the ideas that Team Unity is putting out there is the ideas that you want to work with. And let us hear from you because we are here to serve you. We are your servants and we are here to serve you and to ensure that you have a better life.
Thank you, and we look forward to engaging with you at the next appointed time that Team Unity presents the Clean Slate. I've been your host and here with my co-hosts, Carlos Charles and Petra Carbon George. We look forward to seeing you and reading your comments. We see you're listening, and we thank you for the comments that you provide to us. Look out for
And,
us.
and have a wonderful week. We pray that God continue to bless you and guide you and give you the wisdom that you need to make the right decision.
And before we go, I just want to say a special good evening to our princess, Eva. We hope that you're
Yeah,
doing well, and we look forward to seeing you very soon.
very soon.
There is nothing which is wrong with the country that a new government cannot fix. It is time for a new start, a fresh beginning, new direction, people-centered leadership. That's why Team Unity Dominica introduces the Clean Slate, a new political direction for the current political era. The Clean Slate, an idea built on new and progressive energies based on what is best for Dominica and Dominicans. The Clean Slate, the platform for a new and progressive political coalition. The Clean Slate, uniting the partisan colors with a message of renewal and hope.